Hello Dojo friends. Every couple of years we get a request to do a video about ninja swords and the questions always come every month. Here is an updated video for you. Saki Energy asked, what is a ninja sword? Halbrant77, what did a ninja sword look like? Would it be just another katana? Johnny Moore, do you have any real ninja swords in your collection? Professor Xavier 1988, Master Norcross, Shokosugi's ninja toe was not a ninja sword, am I correct? I get these questions all the time. And it's a good question because when we grew up in the 1980s, you see here, this is what we saw on the cinema. We saw Shokosugi carrying one of these, which is a straight ninja toe. This is an invention, in my opinion, and I think historically is accurate, of the 1950s and beyond. Before that, there's no evidence for a historical straight ninja toe that would have looked like this. This one is really cool. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the most best balanced swords that I own, but you can see it's short. It's a chokuto straight blade. It has this large square tsuba, extra long suka. It's a beautiful sword, really good quality steel, sharp as a razor, and it does cut very, very well despite it being a straight blade. You have to remember that ninja were samurai. They were part of that class, and they were often hired. They were often in castles, they were often in structures, in intelligence gathering roles. They would go out and spy, assassinate, all kinds of different things. But can you imagine, this is a handachi, which many samurai carried for hundreds of years, or a tachi until the katana became more popular. Imagine carrying this on a mission. Someone saying, okay, here's your weapon. I want you to try to break into a castle, get through the window with this 40-something inch long sword. It just wouldn't be realistic. So they would carry a wakizashi. So this is a wakizashi, which is the side sword of the samurai warriors for hundreds and hundreds of years. This is more likely what the ninja, the shinobi, would have carried. It's short, it's small, it's curved, and it was, most important part, it didn't stick out. You can imagine a ninja trying to carry one of these around on a mission. He would be found out within seconds. That guy's got a different sword. He's up to something nefarious. Catch him. So this would not be realistic at all. This could have come from the kabuki theater. It could have come from Japanese culture. There were policemen that were using nearly straight swords in the Meiji era. I think this is a combination of kabuki theater, cinema, manga, and misinformation. So this is what Hatsumi Sensei calls a shinobi katana. It has a long suka, but as you can see, relative to the saya here, the blade is shorter than the saya. So it's almost a wakizashi blade length. It's curved. It wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb, and it was small and maneuverable to be able to do whatever mission or self-defense you needed to do. So my opinion is, and I think historically it's accurate, this would have been a shinobi katana. Were there tsuba guards square? I don't know. No one was there back then. I have square tsuba guards from the Edo period. Here's one here. So square guards absolutely existed. There are hundreds of them. More common is a circular guard or a oval guard. Were the square guards for stepping on like a step ladder? I doubt all of that stuff. I don't think it's realistic. They would have used a kaginawa or a rope or something to get up there, grappling hook. The more realistic historical answer, if you're just going to put it in context, is this would have been a shinobi katana. Some sort of wakizashi, perhaps fitted or modded for the mission at hand. What was the army using at the time? What were the samurai carrying at the time so that they could fit in as a spy and not stick out? There are millions of swords that were made in Japan, and almost none are straight. Older swords like the chokuto from China or from deity carrying Fudo Myo did exist in certain temples and things, but they were not mainstream. If you were on a horseback riding cavalry, these were great to draw out. They were super long. And if your bow and arrow broke or your spear broke, this was your secondary battlefield weapon. You start to get into the fantasy swords like this, which again, I absolutely love. I have several of these. This would not be realistic back then. Sure, someone could have had a straight blade sitting around the house. But if you were hired in the samurai army to do missions and stuff, you would not have this. You would have a standard, whatever sword was given at the time. If you were a spy trying to break in somewhere, you would want to look like the rest of the people around you. You would not want to look like this flying through the air. And even here, Shokosugi is using curved wakizashi in this photo. And watching the videos that Sho puts up, he has curved swords, he has straight swords, the guy has everything. He's been around for 50 years. So Professor Xavier, Master Norcross, Shokosugi's ninja toe was not a ninja sword, am I correct? Yes, you are correct. Johnny Moore, do you have any real ninja swords in your collection? I don't know, Johnny, because no one knows what a real ninja sword would have looked like, but we can guesstimate that they would have looked something like this. Would a ninja sword be just another katana, asked Hal Brandt? Absolutely. The ninja sword, once it's in the hands of a shinobi, is the ninja sword. And Saki Energy, was a ninja sword straight? Possibly. I doubt it. I think it would have been curved like a wakizashi, again, because that's what was available at the time. And these small curved blades were really good to wear on your side to sneak into castles, through windows, around the forest. Small, compact, just another tool to get your job done and get out of there and get the information back to the leader. But regardless of history, we live here and now, and these swords are awesome, are they not? If you like videos like this, head over to our Teachable program. We'll put a link below. We have hundreds of videos up there on the martial arts and things like this. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate your time on the ninja. Aren't they cool? Have a good day. Bye-bye.